Investigating the stories that matter to you. Live from Columbia in high definition. This is WIS News 10.
South Carolina owns 2 planes. Both cost about $1,000 an hour to fly, but that cost has not stopped some officials from climbing on board and taking flight. WIS has a multiple-part investigation into the use of state planes tonight, the cost, and the allegations of abuse by elected officials. WIS's lead investigative reporter, Jody Barr, joins us live now with more on the purpose of these planes. Jody?
Well, Judy, State Aeronautics says it's simple. These airplanes are time machines for state officials. They allow officials to reach any corner of the state of South Carolina in about 40 minutes. And then aeronautics directors say they could get those officials home by dinner.
This is a 1990 model King Air 350. It's a 9-passenger aircraft.
State Aeronautics Director Paul Wirtz has spent several days at the State House defending the state's use of this $1.5 million airplane in this smaller version. In the past couple of years, controversies over how public officials use these planes became public. Then just last month, state senators voted to sell them. How have they benefited government in helping get officials who have to do state business from these different points?
Time is money. Money's time. Convenience.
A common misconception, according to Wirtz, is that most people think the governor has exclusive use of the state air fleet. Not true. They're open to all constitutional officers, as well as every member of the state legislature and any state official. The only stipulation, the flight must be for official state business.
Under Title 55, we're to provide airplanes for state business. And what a person's meaning of official business may mean different things.
We have no idea what state business is anymore, but it's gone way farther than it should, and it's way beyond what the original intent was.
Ashley Landis heads the South Carolina Policy Council, a government think tank in Columbia. Landis's group uncovered alleged abuses by House Speaker Bobby Harrell. His use of campaign funds to fly his personal plane is currently under criminal investigation. The Policy Council thinks lawmakers are abusing the state's plane fleet.
We need to take the toys away. We have no time for that. And frankly, the state's citizens deserve a lot better than excuses.
Abuse of the state aircraft isn't new. In 1984, a Democrat senator from Marlboro County, Jack Lindsay, took the state airplane to the Super Bowl. When taxpayers found out about that flight, Lindsay had to repay the state $3,000. Then came June of 2009 and Mark Sanford's return trip from a flight to Argentina.
I've been unfaithful to my wife.
That admission sparked investigations into nearly every flight Mark Sanford took during his time as governor. Those investigations turned up 9 separate abuses of the state planes and led to a $74,000 ethics fine, the largest in state history. In October, Governor Nikki Haley repaid the state $10,000 after she took the plane.
It is my pleasure to sign this bill.
To this bill signing in Anderson, this Charleston press conference on ethics reform, and to tout her tax reform plan in Myrtle Beach. Haley argued each flight was state business.
This has made me think that if the legislature does not think that I should have access to a plane for reform efforts and for spreading the word and educating and for bill signings and for all of these things, now I'm in the decision mode of, do we need a plane?
We could get to anywhere in the state within 35 to 40 minutes.
When a government official asks for a state plane, Wirtz says his agency doesn't ask questions. They just make the flight. Could you guarantee to the taxpayers that every time these planes left these hangars that they left for official state business 100% of the time?
The agency and the Division of Aeronautics cannot guarantee that.
Again, the Senate voted to sell these state planes just last month, but it's now up to the House to make the final call on that. Coming up at 5:30, the next part of our investigation involves these. It's every flight record of every flight taken on the state plane since January 1st, 2012. We go back over every flight in the last 18 months. We'll show you what we found as far as who took the flights, where they went, and how much it cost you. Now, many of the flights in this stack, according to some lawmakers we talked to, are outright abuses of the state aircraft fleet. Judy?